Intuitive Thoughts for March 2nd, 2026. I'm in a public place, so I'm going to go do this pretty fast, just in case, so if somebody doesn't walk in and think that I'm a total weirdo. I think there's going to be something to do with communications that are intercepted or bugged, and it's going to be a bunch of different kinds of bugs. I saw 3 of them. One that was flying, one that was like attached, and one that was planted somehow. They were not hidden they were hidden in plain sight. And there was something about the hidden in plain sight, which was a theme that I had all throughout last night. And what's interesting is I think it may come on the heels of me driving here last night. I had this thought in my head that is an intuitive thought, and it was about how all of these, depositions are being taken, and there at some point, in order to correct the system, there has to be sharper consequences for lying on the stand and for giving false information or saying that you don't know something. And what I saw while driving had to do with intentionally asking very targeted questions that we know we have proof of, and tripping people up to lie on the stand. And the lying on the stand affects their credibility, and the credibility is how they get what they want. It was a weird big circle. Like, it was a big circle. I'm sure that that's a technique that they must already use in legal systems. I'm not a lawyer, so I wouldn't really think to go there first. But expecting these people to sit down in a trial and expect them to say the truth is no longer something that we need to count on. We really need to count on the layers and layers and layers of mistruths and start relying on the very small, finite things that we know they're going to lie about and approaching it from that. Anyway, so this bugging thing is actually part of that somehow, and hiding in plain sight, asking the obvious questions. That was a very, very real thing on the heels of what I saw while I was driving last night. If that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. So I saw that. I'm worried about something to do with oranges. I saw that there's something to do with oranges. I didn't see freezing. I saw rotting, shriveling up, getting spots on them. That was another thing I saw while I was driving last night. I also saw something to do with like a very tiny bug that is going to take over like all sorts of plants. Not just, like, I didn't see oranges in this case. This was different. But this was, the plants I saw it on were like thicker plants. They almost look like rubber tree plants. But I saw all these, and they're not aphids. They looked like aphids, but they weren't aphids. And they were taking over and killing large amounts of crops. So I saw that as well. And I think that there's going to be something that comes up very quickly, involves Afghanistan, or it's somehow a part of Afghanistan. I saw the word Afghan first, and then I didn't know if Afghan was the blanket, because I grew up calling blankets Afghans. I don't know why. That's my mom would make, go get the Afghan. But it came up as Afghan first. I tried to sit on that, wondering if it had to do with a blanket, and then the word got longer, and so I think it's Afghanistan. So that's it. That's what I got for you. Have a great, wonderful Saturday. Oh, and the weather, the energy feels better than it did. So I think we have a break today. I don't know. I just feel like things feel a little bit better today than they did yesterday.